Hello, motherfuckers, and welcome back to my channel. Hello to my ballerinas. You are now tuned in to Bells Be Speaking. I am your host and the owner of this podcast, Coriel. Again, that's Coriel for the people that are new here. If you're new, I just told you my name. And if you're not new and you've been here, I just reminded you of it so you never forget it. But thanks for coming back for another episode, for another video. I am very happy and excited to have you here. Be sure that you are subscribed to this channel before I dive into this video. I want to make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you are watching this or tuning in from my website, make sure that you are subscribed to my newsletter so you can get updated on every time I drop a new podcast episode, a new video, new content, new music. I have 2 new songs and 2 new music videos out. And the people that are subscribed to my channel and signed up to my email newsletter on my website, coriel.com, those are the people who are notified first. They get first dibs on everything, and they are up on game first before everybody. So, make sure you tuned in, subscribed, locked in so you don't miss out. Okay, so on this episode, I just wanted to focus on, or rather I should say, I'm going to focus on something that I feel I've implied before and it goes without saying, but I haven't blatantly, directly focused on it. And that is remembering to show appreciation to yourself. Not only to show appreciation, but to actually appreciate yourself, like the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel towards yourself. And to remember to be proud of yourself. Okay? I feel as though that's something that a lot of us in society can tend to forget to do sometimes because we're so focused on making progress. We're so goal oriented and just focused and concentrated and structured, and so we're always focusing on what needs to be done. And I think that's a great thing as well, because being structured, self-governing, being focused, all of that takes it, they all play into each other. It takes that to be a successful human being. It takes that to be, on track. And I think that it's a great thing, like I said, that we do those things. However, I think that it's important to remember that balance is necessary in whatever it is that you're doing and however it is that you're feeling. And to be in balance is to be hard on yourself, be honest with yourself, and be structured, but also to be appreciative and to take rest take the rest and have the rest that you need, and to show appreciation towards yourself, to be kind towards yourself. You are making strides and accomplishing things and everything, but at the end of the day, we are doing this for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have team members and people that work for you, regardless of how many people are around you helping you bring the idea to life or whatever it is, or carrying out the operations, it still starts with you first. Like at the end of the day, no matter what field you're in, no matter what you're accomplishing, working towards, whatever, no matter how many or few people you work with, it always starts with yourself first. At the end of every day, we go home to ourselves. We are in our own bodies. Like we are all we got, first and foremost, at the end of every day. Okay? Because it's you the one in the vessel, you the one that's getting the ideas and whatnot. So I don't want to elaborate on that too much because I don't want to overcomplicate it and make it confusing. But remember to always treat yourself right, okay? Because it's not only important for you to keep going and to feel right and to feel good. Not just feel right, but feel right and feel good. But it's essential because it also teaches other people the way to treat you. It also teaches other people on how to feel towards you and how to feel about you. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember to just, instead of focusing on so much of what needs to be done and what more you got to do or even how behind you are, I would even challenge you to focus on this more. Focus on and remember how far you come. Be appreciative of that. Where you started, where you used to be compared to where you are now. Remember that. Let that get more of your energy. Let that bring up more feelings in you. When you think back on how things used to be or how it was when you was first starting out at whatever it is that you're doing compared to how it is today. Let yourself ruminate on those feelings because it's going to bring up like awe for you. It's going to bring up like happiness and it'll bring a smile to your face because you gonna really just think like you're going to remember for a second. Like it's going to be the perspective shift that you need to just be like, oh my goodness, I'm doing it. Like I already know I'm doing it, right? Because we're already in the motions. But no, I mean like really slow down and just recalibrate for a second. Because when you're focused so much on what needs to be done and how far you got to go, it can feel like you ain't doing nothing. Even though you doing something, you could be sitting at your desk while you feeling that way. You could literally physically see yourself doing this, what needs to be done, taking the steps and taking the actions. But when you so focused on what gotta come and what's not here, what hasn't been finished yet, oh, I should have did this and that, it can feel as though you ain't did nothing or you ain't doing nothing, or it can feel like no matter what you're doing, it still don't amount to nothing because it's still so far to go. And that's the trap with that. The more you focus on what needs to be done and what ain't been done, the more you have of that to focus on. The more you focus on how far you've come, the further you get for you to be able to reflect on the progress you've made. Because it's like, okay, now you're seeing more and more and more. It's happening more and more and more of you moving forward, of you progressing, of you making strides for you to be able to look back on. You know what I'm saying? That gap there of where you are now compared to where you started, that gap is one that is okay to focus on because that feels good. That lets you know that gives you the feeling of I am doing something and I've been doing this and I'm going to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? It puts you in a different mind frame that I feel is better. Honestly, I would say it's more productive. It's definitely better feeling. It's a good thing. And I know the fear that a lot of people have with that is they don't want to get complacent or I don't want to get too comfortable, and that's just a limiting belief to me. Like, oh, if I look back on how far I come and I get too happy and focus on what I've done and if I feel like I've made it, if I feel like I'm accomplished, then I'm gonna get too comfortable. And I just don't buy into that. I don't agree with that logic or that mindset, because the goal is okay, let me finish what I was about to say because I was about to start two sentences at once. The goal is to be comfortable. I don't think anybody is working their ass off to live a life that's uncomfortable for them. So that doesn't make sense. It's ass backwards to say to be working towards comfortability and peace and freedom, but to also in the same breath say don't get too comfortable. Like, then what the fuck is you working for? What the fuck is the goal if the goal is not to get comfortable, if the goal is not to be comfortable? Only people that don't know within themselves, that don't fully believe and fully trust in the abundance that is for them, the abundance that is them, okay, feel as though there's some type of lack and there's always going to be like you got to fight to stay on your spot. You got to fight to be here. And because if you get too comfortable, you can lose it all at any moment. Like, I'm not living my life that way. I'm not carrying those ideals around. Okay, ain't nothing up. I'm not walking on a ground of hot lava or walking on eggshells, even in my success or my pursuit to it, or my, not even pursuit to it, but my like unfolding journey. Okay, I don't care who is saying it. I don't care how successful they are. If you are one of my people, my ballerinas, you listening to this podcast right now, I'm telling you right now, we're not buying into that shit no more. Anybody that's telling you, oh, you can't get too comfortable, in other words, you can't be too peaceful, you can't have too much peace, because if you do, then something's gonna go wrong. They are misleading you, and they're intentionally misleading you because they don't want people to have peace. That's where that mindset comes from. That's where that rat race mentality comes from. Because if you feel like no matter how far you go, you still running on a hamster wheel and you can't do that, then you're programming yourself to be miserable, uneasy, unstable, and stressed out no matter how successful you get or no matter how much money you make. No, my people, as of today and from now on, that don't apply to us. Okay, you are supposed to be comfortable. You are supposed to get too comfortable. Well, I'm not gonna say too comfortable, because the two doesn't even matter. You can be as comfortable as you want to be. Your success is still guaranteed. Only somebody that is a bad person, that doesn't understand that abundance is a guarantee. And when I say bad person, yes, I you know what, I'm standing on that, because I know that I didn't explain it, but I'm not going to. You a bad person, you a bad spirit, you got imposter syndrome because you a fucking imposter. Your success and your abundance that you may have had so far has come from siphoned energy, siphoned skills, from robbing, stealing, killing, and acquiring success in nefarious ways. Then yeah, you can't get too comfortable. But that don't apply to me. That don't apply to you that's listening. That don't apply to none of my people, because we not out here doing that type of shit to be successful. We the ones that ain't got to do all of that. So it may take us a different route that looks like it takes longer, or looks like it unfolded differently compared to the way it unfolded for other people, because we ain't got to do all that to be successful. So we ain't got to be walking around here walking on eggshells with our fucking shoulders up to our ears with so much anxiety in our chest and in our vessels, like these people are, who saying, oh, you can't get comfortable, you always gotta, you can't get too happy, you can't smile too much, you just gotta be like, they want you to be so hard and focused and just like angry and upset, like, oh, do the work, and tunnel vision, blinders, and like, the world is a cold, hard, ugly place. Like, no, the fuck is not. On your level of existence and around people that you like and respect, and that level of content that you like and environments you like, because you feel like it does whatever, it makes grit, or it makes a street smart person, whatever. That's what's happening for you. Okay, y'all gotta remember to don't, just because something is happening for somebody else don't mean it's gonna happen for you. Don't let people project onto you how they feel, what has been instilled into them. Don't let other people project their experiences and their quality of life onto you, unless it's something that you literally want to experience and to pass on to the people that come after you, like your children, your lineage, whatever. You don't have to subscribe to that belief of, oh, I can't appreciate myself too much, or get too happy, or too comfortable, or this and that, because then I'm like, in other words, you waiting for the other shoe to drop no matter how much work you do. Stop setting yourselves up for that. Stop playing into that. Don't let that shit take over your mind, take over your vessel, take over nothing. You don't have to do that. That's not required to be successful or happy or nothing. I don't give a fuck who disagrees. I don't give a damn if it's a motherfucker that's a trillionaire. I don't give a damn. You're not supposed to be walking around here feeling like you at square root one no matter what. Because that's really what y'all are feeling. Okay? Can't sleep at night and you got $6 billion in the bank. You like, what the fuck is the point? If you gonna feel the exact same way that you felt at the bottom, no matter what level you at, because you're denying yourself the peace and the feeling of pride in yourself, because you feel like, oh, well, if I get too proud, then I won't work as hard. Yes, you will. Like, don't stop charging yourselves on negativity. Don't let yourself be feel as though the negative aspect and the lack aspect is what has to fuel you. Let yourself be fueled by good fuel, like pride, happiness. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's okay to be at ease and happy while being locked in and focused. Like, yes, you can do both. Yes, you can have both. Like the same way when people talk about, oh, I can go into the store and I don't got to check a price tag and I don't have to pick one or the other. I can get both. It's the same thing with other things in life as well. You don't have to pick success or happiness. You can have both. You don't have to pick progress or peace. You can have both. You don't have to pick ease or discipline. You can have both. Like, you don't have to be so rigid and like angry and hardened to life like these people want y'all to be. They're not telling you that that's what they want you to be, because of course they're not going to tell you that that's why they're telling you that. Like, because then you going to obviously reject and oppose that and not do what they want you to do. They as in society, as in people that have been passing these beliefs on, it's to try to rob people of the peace. Okay, because then if you ain't got no peace, no happiness, no nothing, you feeling way down here in the gutter just like everybody else, then you right down here with us no matter how much money you got. Okay, no matter how much success you got. Leave that mentality, those feelings of stress and feeling like you got a weight is on your shoulders and, oh, I'm just trying and I'm bogged down, but I'm staying focused and I got it. Fuck all that. Okay? It's okay to be structured. Again, it's okay to self-govern. Yes, you need to be real with yourself. Like, okay, I need to get this done. Yes, discipline is still required because sometimes you may not feel like doing what needs to be done. You might feel like laying down all day, but you need to get the thing done. So the discipline is what makes you get it done, because regardless of how you feel, you do what you need to do anyway. And then you lay down after you get it done. Like, rest is just as important as the grind. Like, I keep saying like because that's how I talk, and I know some people might not like it, but oh well. It's okay. Be proud of yourself. Like, let yourself feel ease while in the grind, and you can still be focused and you can still smile. Like, I'm working on smiling more. Okay, calm down and smile more has been a great focus for me. Okay. And the same thing for you. Calm down as in your internal system. Let the stress roll away. You're already on the journey. You already driving. You already there. Like, you don't need that. It's not necessary to get it done. Like, it's not. You can still get it done anyway. Okay. It's okay to smile. I'm working on it more. So I'm deliberately having to focus on it, but I'm trying, I'm getting there. We don't need to just be so angry all the time. Now, that don't mean you got to be walking around smiling like you in a fucking Dr. Seuss movie. Like, ooh, all right. Like, you ain't got to fake your happiness neither, but you also don't have to rob yourself of it to feel like you doing all right. Like, or feel like you getting too far ahead of yourself. That's just has been ingrained into you based on experiences and that you've had in the past. A parent might have been like, oh, what you all smiley for? Or somebody around you. Like, the minute you get too happy or you get peaceful, here comes somebody asking you questions and stuff like that. So people have trained you. You have like subconsciously trained yourself to not get too happy, to not get too nothing, because you are anticipating something or someone to come and take that happiness away from you, take that peace away from you. Like, oh, as soon as it's going good, something bad happened. No. Like, it doesn't have to be that way. Stop playing into that belief. It can be happy. It can be good and only get better. Like, it really can. It doesn't have to be up and down all the time. It doesn't have to be like all of that. Like, you can have stability in your peace and in your happiness while being locked in and being proud of yourself and still making progress. So that's all I got to say in this episode, because I don't want to confuse you all by rambling or more. I think that pretty much sums up what I was trying to say. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Again, just remember to I don't want to say slow down and smell the roses, because you don't even necessarily need to slow down to smell the roses. You can still keep up at the same pace and smell the roses as you go. Like, just make room for it. Make room for your happiness and let it stay there. Make room for your peace and your pride in yourself and let it stay there. Focus more on how proud you are of yourself rather than how much more you need to do and how much you behind or how far you should be by now. Focus on what you have done and know that there is more of that coming, that you are gonna do more for you to be proud of, because you already doing it. You good. Just, yeah. All right, that's it for this episode. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Like, comment, let me know your comments down below. Let me know what you think down below. I love to hear your thoughts on this episode, on this topic. Again, Coriel.com is my official landing page, my website. You can subscribe to the email newsletter on there. If you are already subscribed, great. And if you're not, get on the newsletter. If you are watching this on my YouTube channel, make sure you're subscribed and your post notification bells are turned on. And look at my new videos. I want y'all to watch them for my songs. Pick Me and All This Time are out right now with the music videos on my channels. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love yourself, like yourself. I appreciate you. See you soon.